Wake up. Did you forget who you were, partner? I think you did. I think you did. I think you did. You're spiraling again. Wake your ass up. Did you forget? Oh, you forgot? Well, I'll remind you who the fuck you are, partner. I'm gonna remind you who the fuck you are. You, my boy, are the operant power. You didn't even know that, did you? Why are you reacting to something that's gonna change anyway? This video gonna be specifically for you when you're spiraling. Why are you spiraling? It's gonna change anyway. Now, some shit I understand. I get it. It's a little bit more difficult than others. But some things, y'all gotta wake up and realize who the fuck you are. Especially if you consciously manifested a few things before and you've seen it work. Why are you spiraling? Why are you reacting? A lot of times, y'all really just it's like y'all like suffering or something, or y'all like making your life hard, or it's like you know something but you don't want to apply it. If you know that things are based on your thoughts, right? And this is a mirror type reality that we live in, where your thoughts are always mirrored back to you. Wherever you are in your subconscious state of being is going to be mirrored back to you, right? Why react when it's gonna match where you are at some point, right? Especially if you really going hard at it. I've had clients, if you really step in and start going hard at it, like really saying your affirmations multiple times a day, staying on top of your thoughts or whatever, listening to the sleep affirmation tapes, doing all those things I tell y'all to do, or whoever it is that you're watching tells you to do if you trust them, you'll start to see things are going to reflect exactly where you are in your subconscious state of being. If you don't like what's going on, it doesn't matter, because it's gonna change. And I don't say that to disregard anybody's situation, because I know a lot of y'all be going through some real shit. You feel me? I know people go through real shit every day. I see it in my DMs. I see it in my comments. I know people go through real shit. So some things, let your emotions out. Somebody passed away, it's okay to cry. Somebody, you feel me? Whatever the case is. But some things, y'all, like I said, don't deserve a reaction. And you don't need to trip, because it's going to change anyway. It's going to change anyway. You got to remember who the fuck you are. You're the operant power. There's so many different ways to say that too. Some people be like, you're the operant power. I am God. I am the universe. Higher self. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. Who else is in control but you? Who else thinking them thoughts? Who else entertaining them thoughts but you? This is how I snap myself out of victim mode. I'm like, who else is going to do it for me? Nobody else is going to think these thoughts for me. There's people who can help me get into that place, but nobody can think my thoughts for me. So why would I spiral when at any moment, and here's the other funny thing, when you really get good at this shit, at any moment you can shift to something else, bro. You can change your mind anytime you want. I had this quote that got dropped in my mind the other day, and it was basically that a new day starts anytime you decide to change your mind. Literally, I don't know if I've seen that somewhere and it just came to me randomly, but I feel like I remember it just coming into my mind randomly. And it was like, a new day starts anytime you decide to change your mind. So that's another thing. If y'all understand that, you wouldn't react to a lot of the shit that goes on around you. And a lot of appearances are illusions. I don't want to say that in a disconnect from your reality type of way, but a lot of things, bro, are not what the fuck they seem, because you don't know what the fuck's going on behind the scenes. You don't know how many strings are being pulled. You don't know who's talking to who in your favor. You don't know who's meeting up with who. You don't know all the things that happen around you to bring you what you want. And on top of that, it all perfectly works together. And here's the reason why, because nobody talks about this. I was watching a Neville lecture a while back, and he was saying how everyone that's on earth agreed to dream, or AKA manifest in union. So everything works together. Because if we all had our own individual little worlds, that wasn't in harmony, we'd be in a wild ass reality. You feel me? So it's even that, realizing that everything is working for your better good. No matter how you I can't even explain. No matter how crazy it looks sometimes, bro, you'll never understand the type of strings that are being pulled for you to get what you want. So if you would just trust in that and stay in your imagination where you're telling yourself, I have this thing, whatever has to reshuffle itself and rearrange itself to fit your new reality that you're living in, it's gonna play its part. It's gonna do whatever the fuck it needs to do for you to be whoever the fuck you want to be and have whatever you want to have and do whatever you want to do, bro. Like, and I don't want y'all to use that in like a malicious or evil manner, because some of y'all do be on some nutso shit. But in a sense, like, whatever good that you desire, bro, is gonna come to you. All I'm telling you is trust in the unseen. Trust that it's gonna come into your reality. Trust that everything's gonna change, and realize a lot of these things are illusions. Then on top of that, you have to realize that the situation that you're looking at right now, if it's unfavorable, you're the source. So because you're the source, you're the one who can change it. Just as easily as you created it, you can uncreate it or change it or select something else. That is the freedom. That is the beauty of this shit. Like, and that's really all I want y'all to understand. Like, stop stressing because something don't look the way you think it should look. Your conscious mind is low-key one of the most limiting minds that you have, because you don't understand everything that's going on around you. And you think, because you're so fucking smart. This is another thing. People think we're so fucking smart that like we can devise the means, the ways, and the hows on how we should get what we want. When if you really sit back and think about it, we were never in control as far as like making things happen. People think they make things happen, but it's like, if you really look back at it, you never were the one making things happen. You were always manifesting. It's like, oh no, I got money because I went to a job. You have to have a certain self-concept and a feeling about yourself, or a certain set of thoughts to even get that job. For someone to want to pay, it's always manifestation. So that's another thing. Like, get out of your fucking conscious mind thinking that you're going to be able to force things into your life, or you're always going to be able to logic your way into things, and that this conscious mind is smart enough to devise such a great plan for you to get what you want. It cannot. It literally cannot. And I'm telling you this as one of the brightest minds on the planet. And I don't say that like I'm just some fucking savant or some type of genius, you feel me? I am smart and I know that, but consciously you have to understand, bro, this mind cannot create the means, the ways, and the hows to get what we want. Your subconscious mind, your superconscious mind has ways that are beyond finding out, and that is a fact. So stop tripping thinking you can do it yourself, or you can make a plan that was going to give you what the fuck you want. It's not how this works, bro. So all I'm telling you is trust that everything's going to work out in your favor. And I know I keep repeating myself, but that's how I teach y'all. It gets in your head a lot faster. Stop looking at the appearances. Another thing I was going to say, I'm gonna hold that thought. But stop looking at the appearances. Stop thinking that you got to be in victim mode because something's not going to change, or you got to spiral out. You got to remember who you are. You really do, bro. That's really all you got to do. Remember who the fuck you are. You're the GOAT. From me to you, you're the GOAT. As far as I'm concerned, like I said earlier, people got a ton of different labels for it. Some people say God of your reality, operant power, higher self, universe. I'm going to call you the GOAT. I think you the GOAT. Fuck you. Fuck you. So, yeah. That's all I got for y'all. That's really, I wanted to snap you. If you about to spiral, watch this video, because I'm going to get you right. I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not going to be like, blah, blah, blah. All I'm going to tell you is, remember who you are, bro. You the GOAT. Appearances are going to change. Your reality is going to reflect where you are. And you cannot devise the ways, the means, and the how. So you might as well take the time, sit your ass down, and learn how to trust. That's all you can do. That's literally all you can do. And people are like, that's so scary. You've literally done it your whole life. Let it go. Let that shit go. You're not really controlling nothing. All you're doing is selecting where you want to go. And from that point on, boom. You're led down a series of events that gets you there. And you cannot devise those series of events that would have led you to exactly where you need to be and gave it to you in a perfect manner. Your conscious mind literally cannot. Literally can't. So that's all I got for y'all. Y'all know how it go. If you need coaching, links in bio. We out, man.